DMAs, you guys look fantastic from over here. Give yourselves a hand on that.
And they do.
You look so good. Everyone cleans up so nice. And everybody watching at home, you look comfy. So yeah, we are here, the DMAs Difference Makers Awards 2023, yes, where we are going to celebrate the innovators, the motivators, the leaders, and the best minds in cybersecurity.
Clap it up, clap it up. Don't be afraid to clap it up. If you were here last year, you know how we do, and I'm gonna make sure to keep you guys with me with my energy. And if I'm the pregnant woman up here with the most energy, there's something wrong.
I'm one of your hosts. I'm Chris Cochran.
And hey guys, I'm Monisha Bush. If you were with us last year, obviously you remember that the goal is to celebrate our unsung heroes in our industry. Now, we don't need a breach, a vulnerability, or a data leak for these 15 minutes here. So I think we're safe. But tonight, we're all going to shine for who we are.
Yes. You don't remember. I'm Delisha Hodo. I had the honor of winning one of these last year.
Yes.
And thank you. And I exactly remember saying, I'll be back. And here I am. Yep. I'm back as your host and as a cheerleader for all of the brilliant nominees that we have here tonight. And because of one of the common denominators of these nominees that we want you all to understand is their willingness and their ability to do what SANS calls fight the good fight. And I know you all know something about fighting the good fight tonight.
Yes, and I'm Ron Eddings. I think it's time that we get this party started. What do y'all think?
Yes, let's go.
Yes. I have just a few quick notes, and we'll make it very quick because we got a lot of awards to give out. The first piece is we have a few and amazing guests, not only speakers and award recipients, but also some VIPs. We have Director Jen Easterly here with us from CISA, and also, yes, and also some great racist sponsors as well. We have Will Lin from AKA Identity, the CEO. Yes. Great, great. So we have one more housekeeping thing to do. If you win an award, everyone give them a huge round of applause, just like this. Award recipients, if you come on this side of the stage, accept your award, take about a minute to give a speech. This is your moment. And then afterwards, you will exit this way of the stage, and we'll keep the night going. So let's go ahead and get started. And to kick off the first category, we have Article or Book of the Year, and this is going to be presented by the SANS CEO, Mr. Eric Bassel.
Wow. Welcome, and thanks for coming. I mean, I know this time of year, it's super hard to find just sort of a second to have some time off. So for everybody to show up here today and try to spend some time with us, we really appreciate it. It is busy and it's always crazy. Remember, we started the DMAs literally 13 years ago, and it was an honor. It was our chance to really honor some of those unsung heroes, some of those folks that work in the trenches. Back in the early days, right? I mean, there really wasn't a platform to sort of celebrate it. unless you had a breach, and we'd rather not celebrate that. So we thank you for coming. We thank you for literally spending some time and getting to celebrate it. So without further ado, I'd like to honor the very first nominees for the very first award, which is the Article or Book of the Year. And each of these nominees, it had to have some courage, right? Because in this space, things change so incredibly rapidly. So if you think you got something to share, you got to be willing to share it and put yourself out there. So I'll get out of the way and let you get introduced to the nominees for Article or Book of the Year.
The nominees for Article or Book of the Year: Software Transparency, Supply Chain Security in an Era of a Software-Driven Society by Chris Hughes and Tony Turner. The Ransomware Diaries by John DiMaggio. 11 Strategies of a World-Class Security Operations Center by Catherine Nerler, Ingrid Parker, and Carson Zimmerman. The Little Cyber Engineer by Amber DeVilbiss. See Yourself in Cybersecurity by Zinette Kamal.
And the award goes now. Remember, there's two different categories. There's a community winner, and then there's a committee winner. So the award winner for the community winner for Article or Book of the Year is Joe DiMaggio. Come on.
Wow, this is pretty awesome. Yeah, thank you, everybody who voted for this. What's crazy about all of this is I was fortunate enough to be here last year and won an award, and to be here again this year is truly amazing. After I won last year, I woke up. I live locally here. I woke up and I went home, and all I wanted to do was just relax and enjoy the moment. And, I always preach to my kids, I'm a big basketball fan, and I just talk about that Mamba mentality and wanting something and working hard. And I went home and all I wanted to do is relax. Instead, this is a true story. I went home and I started to write the Ransomware Diaries, and I'm here again. So hopefully they're home watching. But if they are, this proves that hard work and wanting something really can make you achieve anything if you want it in life. So I wanted to thank Analyst One for letting me do the crazy things with undercover operations and research and putting myself and probably our company at risk just to write great intelligence reports and publicly publish them and all the wonderful things I've got to do. Thanks to my girlfriend, my mother, my kids, to my best friend Joey, and everybody else who supported me to get here. Thank you, everybody.
And again, for Article of Book of the Year, but now from the committee winner's choice is Zinette Kamal.
Thank you so much. I'm not a great speaker in this kind of moments, but I have something written just in case. So thank you, everybody. I'm truly honored to stand before you and actually meet you in person. Some of you, it's been such an honor just meeting here and the people that I've known online to meet them in person. Thank you for the nomination, and thank you for SANS for this incredible award. It's been a privilege to be amongst you, among individuals who are making a difference and making a positive impact truly to the industry. And it has been a tremendous year of growth, learning, and pushing beyond the comfort zone. This has been a very adventurous and crazy year, from graduating with grad school as a first generation from my family. publishing my third children's book, See Yourself in Cybersecurity, to collaborating and co-authoring an anthology with the most talented group of Black women in cybersecurity and privacy, which the co-authors are actually in this room. Shout out to you, Tia and Tasha. To delivering my first TEDx talk, which went live 2 weeks ago. I invite you to watch that talk, and creating my course this year, and I'm super grateful for that. So I want to say this is all for the women who look like me, for the hijabis, for the immigrants, for the career changers. This award is for the mothers. I have 4 kids, and if I can do that, anyone can do it too. But I also want to take this moment to acknowledge the state of the world that we're living in while we're celebrating tonight. Let's not forget the millions who are currently suffering, facing unimaginable hardships, displaced, calling for peace and pleading for freedom and justice around the world. Thank you to my dear and supportive husband of 15 years who's here with us in this room. To my adventurous 4 beautiful and smart kids. Hopefully they're watching, they're not distracted by Roblox tonight. And my parents and my friend Mariam, who's watching my kids right now while we're here having fun. Congratulations to all the nominees and the honorees. Thank you for this honor again. Thank you so much.
Congratulations again, and thank you so much, Eric.
Yes.
Next up, we have the community champion and influencer. We all know why we say influencer, right? Because if I wanted to wake up tomorrow and be an influencer, I probably could. But this is for those individuals who have actually built communities instead of just fighting meme wars on social media.
Facts. And presenting this very important category award, we have Terrence Williams.
Good evening. It takes a special type of person to want to build community and give themselves to others to be better. Here are the nominees for Community Champion and Influencer of the Year.
The nominees for Community Champion, Influencer of the Year: Alyssa Miller, Andrew Rathburn, Bryson Bort and Ton Van Norman, Caitlin Saran, David Meese.
For the community winner, Caitlin Saran.
Oh my gosh. All right. I really was not expecting that. And I think I blame Chris for making me really nervous. I literally, okay. I know a lot of people think that I'm really good with crowds because I'm an influencer and my face is always mostly in your face on social media. But actually, I'm not very good at this. That's why I do jump cuts on TikTok and Instagram. But I'll just keep this short and sweet. Thank you so much, SANS, for this nomination. Like I'm extremely honored and in shock still, clearly. It's ironic to me that a cybersecurity professional is on social media in the first place, educating people about online safety, but I love being able to do that. I really want to thank my mom. She constantly supports me, and I don't thank her enough. She's literally the reason why I do most of my videos that are so viral, because she always asks me the security questions that most people ask. So thank you to my mom and my dad who showed me how important hard work is. And then thank you to my community, my family and friends for constantly supporting me and sharing my videos. All I really want to do is educate the public on being safe online and also inspiring the next diverse generation of people to get into a career in cybersecurity. For those of you guys that are watching that are interested in cybersecurity, You don't need to know how to code. You don't need to know how to do math. I almost failed my coding classes in college, and I did aerospace engineering. So not even close to cybersecurity. And I absolutely love what I do. And I just want to inspire as many people to get into this career field. So thank you again so much. I have nothing else to say, but thank you. I really appreciate it.
Ooh, excuse me. And the committee winner is David Michi.
Oh, thank you guys. I don't know. I'm so blessed. I don't know what to say. I kind of prepared a speech like Zanette. I'm not, especially when I'm nervous like this. But first, I just want to thank God for everything that He's done, everything that you guys has done to allow me to be here. And I just want to thank too my beautiful wife Katie for everything that she's done and all of her support. I know that I wouldn't be here today, without her support, family, and with all of you guys, supporting me. Everyone. It's truly an honor to serve, the cybersecurity community. We have such a wonderful community. A couple years ago, I don't know the ones that know about my car accident, and the cybersecurity community came together and was there for me the whole time during my accident. And two, I love giving back to people, and each day on LinkedIn and reaching out to people and trying to help as many people stay secure as we possibly can. And two, I just want to thank SANS and Hacker Valley, all the sponsors for being here tonight. And the last thing I want to say, I want to dedicate this award to my one in honor of my father. He's no longer with us today. He 10 years ago, well, he passed in December of 2013, so December 15th, so it's been about 10 years today. I just want to dedicate that to him and my mom and each and everyone that's helped me today. But it's truly an honor to be here, and I just want to thank everyone again.
Now we're going to celebrate one of my favorite things in cybersecurity, diversity. These nominees, they didn't just read diversity in a book. They didn't take a diversity class. They made a real impact in cybersecurity through diversity.
Cybersecurity is one of the most diverse fields I've ever seen. And not only is it diverse because of the people that work in it, but because of the people that we bring to events like this. There are cybersecurity practitioners. There's also beautiful family members supporting these people along the way. To present the next award, Diversity Champion of the Year, please welcome to the stage, Heather Mahalik.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. As a female in a very male-dominant career field, I will say it's been interesting for the last 21 years. Yeah. I am grateful for SANS, Rob, I have to always call you out, Rob Lee, for making it comfortable for me. I have always been treated as an equal, and it's amazing to see, as you two just said, what we've done in cybersecurity. So now I would like to announce the nominees.
The nominees for Diversity Champion of the Year: Alma Maria Renaz, Daryl Kelly Jr., Carissa Varma, Lalisha Hurt, Lillian Tang, MK Palmer, Sarah Morales.
Okay. And the community winner is Lillian Tang.
Well, now I see why they lowered the mic. Thank you all. I feel woefully unprepared. Everybody had like a speech written, and I did not know that that was going to be a requirement. I also didn't really think I was going to win. So thank you, everyone. It was an honor to be a finalist for this award. And this award isn't for me. It's for everyone who is doing this work and doing this hard work. One of the things I get asked a lot by, and I got asked this by the wonderful women at Black Girls Hack, the two Tanishas who are going to take over the world. They asked me why. And my why is a couple of reasons. My first why is encapsulated in a 5-year-old, very sassy girl who can't sit still, who is here tonight with me. But we got to make sure that we make this field important for her and her Daisy troop, who just earned the Cybersecurity Basics badge a couple of weeks ago. Make it a safer world for them, but also make it a welcoming world for them so they can join cybersecurity. I'm also going to take the opportunity to call out some other folks who are doing amazing work in this space, some of them in this room. I'm trying to find him in here, but Simeon is here from the KC7 team. Simeon, Greg, Emily, and Wayman are creating a platform to make cybersecurity free for everyone, to bring all of the people who want to work in this field to help us fill this like 1 million person cybersecurity gap. And so this isn't an award for me, it's an award for everyone doing the work. So thank you. Thank you.
And the committee winner, MK Palmer.
Thank you. Thank you. So good evening, everybody. I'll try and be brief. I've led Marines. I led in the FBI as a special agent. And it wasn't until I got exposed to the lack of diversity in the cybersecurity industry that I raised my hand and decided to lead a nonprofit in this space. This is really hard work. And I want to thank, quite frankly, everybody who was nominated in this category, because the passion that we all bring to this topic of diversity in the cybersecurity space, it has to be a passion topic. And we have to really try and move the needle on this because, as everyone knows, the hundreds of thousands, I think at last count, 550,000, 600,000 open positions, diversity is not the whole answer to it, but damn if it's not part of the answer, right? And so for the really hard work that everyone is engaged in, trying to diversify this really challenging field, personally, I applaud all of you. We got to keep this up. And as the folks in SANS organization say, keep up the fight, stay engaged in this work, because if we're not champions of this issue day in and day out, people will let it fall by the wayside. So I'll take a final comment to say, first of all, I'm a product of SANS, so thank you to the SANS organization for putting this on. All that free training I got while I was an FBI agent resulted in me being in this industry. And the team at Hacker Valley Media, they know I'm probably one of their biggest fans. I love these guys. And the sponsors of this event. Really just keep this going, and thanks for the recognition. Really appreciate it.
Well deserved, my friend. Well deserved.
The next award goes to Innovator of the Year. And when you think about innovation, you might think of someone that's able to look at the box, take the box and open up the box, and then encrypt the box, but ultimately share it with everybody else, decryption.
That sounds like a lot of work. Somebody has to do it, not me, but somebody has to do it. For this category, please welcome to the stage, very well-known name, the president of the SANS Technology Institute College, and someone who knows a lot about innovation, Mr. Ed Scotus.
All right, thank you. In this industry, innovation requires huge creativity, deep industry knowledge, and even great charisma. Here are the nominees for Innovator of the Year.
Nominees for Innovator of the Year: Bryson Bort, David Kovar, Francesco Cipollone, Jones Barraza, Maxim Lamoth Broussard.
So, the award for Innovator of the Year, the community winner, is Jones Barraza. Jones will be joining us via video, so here he is.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Jones Barraza, a cybersecurity engineer based in Nairobi, Kenya. It was an honor to be nominated under the Innovator of the Year award, and it is with immense gratitude that I accept this award from the SANS Institute. I would like to extend my appreciation to my team at CTFRO. They brought to life a CyberEdge platform that stands as the first of its kind in Africa. This recognition is a testament to the collective effort and ingenuity we poured into this project. A special thank you goes out to our partners, especially Blacks in cybersecurity. Together, we made history by enabling the first startup in Africa to host a Capture the Flag event at DEF CON this year. It's a remarkable achievement that showcases the potential of global partnerships in driving innovation. To the SANS Institute, thank you for continuing to highlight the importance of innovation in our field. Your commitment to acknowledging achievements, even in the face of challenges, is truly commendable. In closing, I dedicate this award to the countless innovators out there. Let's continue to leverage technology, embrace collaboration, and push the boundaries of what is possible in the realm of cybersecurity. Thank you all for this incredible honor.
Congratulations, Jones. Congratulations. And our committee winner, who is here with us tonight, is Bryson Bort. You've never looked better. Congratulations. So that's Ron Brash. He's Canadian. My innovation is not to be Canadian. I honestly did not think we would win this. So I think I also did not have a speech prepared. Innovation is something that everybody always talks about, and Ed talked about charisma, which I try to follow in his footsteps for. And at some point, I guess I'll pick up a hat. I guess my unicorn horn is the best I usually do. But innovation is really hard, not because it's about being creative, but because the market doesn't reward that. I've been doing this for over a decade. There's a story where Picasso, later in his career, is sitting at a table and somebody commissions him and says, "Hey, can you draw me a piece of art?" He takes about 5 seconds, he doodles something, he says, "That'll be $10,000. That took you 5 seconds. Why am I paying $10,000 for it? He says, "No, it took a lifetime." And that's the first mistake that I think we don't understand about innovation is we see the outcome, we see the recognition that, again, happens, but it is so much of a journey, and it really is persistence that makes it happen. The second, because this always ties to the myth of the entrepreneur, is that it's the entrepreneur. And I'll be frank, it's mostly not me. And I'm happy to accept this on behalf of my team and Scythe, but it is my team that made this happen. They're the ones that are day in, day out doing all of the hard work that actually make the customers stay with us, have the folks that believe, have the investors. Thank you, Ron. Really appreciate that. So thank you. I'm, again, still shocked I won this. Thank you so much.
Are y'all having a great time? Now, this one is really close to our hearts, Mentor of the Year. It's for those who didn't just climb the ladder of success, but they also threw it down and made sure that others could climb up with them.
Mm-hmm. Mentors haven't only changed my career, they've honestly changed my life. Looking at you, table 2 and table 3. But we have to celebrate these mentors because we have to bring up the next generation of cybersecurity practitioners. And so to announce the Mentor of the Year, Max Shufton.
Good evening. Really excited to be here tonight and present the Mentor of the Year Award. And without further ado, here are the Mentor of the Year nominees.
The nominees for Mentor of the Year: Donnie Green, Justin David G. Panetta, Leslie Carhart, Mark Perry, Tanya Janka.
And first off, the winner of the Community Award is Tanya Janka. Tanya is not here tonight and also will join us via video.
Thank you so much for this award. When I saw that I was nominated, I was pretty excited just to be nominated for the mentoring program that I've run since 2018. Although I am receiving the award, and I thank you very much for giving it to me, all the people that answer people from Cyber Mentoring Monday, they also deserve part of this award. All of you meeting with someone to have that virtual coffee, loaning someone a book, making that key introduction that they wouldn't have gotten without you. You're the success of this mentoring program. I can't do the whole thing by myself. And so I want to thank all of you for helping to make our industry better by taking someone under your wing, giving them your time for free and your expertise, and basically advocating for them, giving them opportunities, and sharing your knowledge, all so that we can better our industry together. So thank you so very much for this award. And thank you for every single person that has ever participated in Cyber Mentoring Monday. I'm Tanya Janka, and wow, thank you very much.
And the winner of the Committee Award, I'm extremely proud to present to someone who I met 8 years ago when he came into the field, and in his time in the field since has mentored hundreds of people on their own journey into cybersecurity, and that is Donnie Green.
Thank you to the committee, everyone that voted for me, people that nominated me. Wasn't expecting this. I did jot down a couple of things that I should say. Want to thank you, special thank you to my wife. Every week when I'm doing my mentoring calls, she's there keeping the kids quiet, making sure that they're behaving so that I can present the information for the students that I mentor. I was part of the SANS Cyber Immersion Academy back in 2015. It truly changed my life, helped me get into cybersecurity. And when I had the opportunity to start mentoring for the SANS Cyber Immersion Academies, I jumped up at the opportunity. Love doing it. Been doing it for 5 years now, and it's totally awesome. Also want to thank the folks that mentored me along my journey, my time in the military and outside of the military as a government contractor, government civilian. Without folks taking their time to help me reach the things that I've accomplished in my career, I wouldn't really be here without that help. And encourage everyone, take some time out of your day and help someone. There's a lot of folks out there that want to join the community and they just need a little bit of guidance. So encourage everyone to take some time and help someone else. Thank you.
Thank you, Donnie. I work directly with him, so I'm so excited for him. For the Open Source Tool Creator Award, which is next, we celebrate those who give away their hard work for free. Because, like, who needs money when you have GitHub Crib, right?
You know, I don't want to brag. I'm a podcaster, but I'm also a open source contributor too.
Is that right? Are you nominated though?
My GitHub account got deleted, so don't search for me on GitHub. I'm just saying. I would love to welcome our next presenter to the stage, who's our friend, our co-conspirator for this event, who's put a lot of hard work and dedication for recognizing the amazing award winners tonight. Please welcome DMA's Kate Marshall.
Thank you. Our industry leans heavily on open source tools and the people that work tirelessly to create them. It is my honor to put them
The nominees for Open Source Tool of the Year: Caldera for OT, Blaine Jeffries, Misha Belisle, Nick Samus. OneDrive Explorer, Brian Maloney. Pseudo Killer, David Blas. Unprotect, John Pierre Lesueur. Dependency Track, OWASP.
And the community winner is Dependency Track OWASP. Coming in via video.
On behalf of the OWASP Dependency Track team, thank you. Thank you so much. It was an honor just being nominated for the Open Source Tool Award of the Year, and there's a lot of really great tools in this category. So big, congratulations to those open source projects as well. Open source is a team sport, and the tool would not be where it is today without our amazing community of maintainers and the organizations that have adopted and used this tool for their critical supply chain needs. So I'd like to give a special shout out to Vinod Anandan, as well as Nicholas Duster. There's too many names to list. So thank you to everyone who has contributed to the Dependency Track project, as well as all the organizations that have adopted it and use it to help improve your supply chain security.
And the committee winner is Caldera for OT.
Wow. Well, good evening, everybody. I wasn't necessarily expecting to need to speak up here, but on behalf of the entire Caldera for OT team, thank you so much to SANS, and it is an honor to be nominated amongst all of you. Although it says creator, we have multiple people on the team. Besides myself, you saw Blaine Jeffries, Nick Samus, and the crowd. They have Damian Nance, among others. I'd also like to acknowledge our Caldera lead, Michael Cormatis, and of course, our great partner in being able to release this year, CISA sponsor. It has truly been an honor and a rewarding journey, not just now, but before this, being able to support the open source and free defense and testing and training of operators, international partners, and so forth with the Caldera for Operational Technology tooling. So I'm supposed to keep this relatively short and sweet, but from SANS ICS to the roadshow to training and seeing so many crowds at DEF CON ICS Village, really, it's been a great journey and it's not over. We look forward to continuing to expand the tool and really being to support our community. So again, thank you all so much.
Congratulations.
Yes, great. I love storytelling. I love movies. I love TV series. So this next category, I'm pretty partial to podcasts, live streams, and video series.
Yeah, I think people are really starting to get that impression.
So what's your favorite podcast, TV series?
Oh, God. Okay, so that's a hard one. I have more of like a top 5, but if I had to choose just one, my top cyber podcast would be Black Cyber with George McPherson. He's nothing short of amazing. If you don't know, check him out. However, my day-to-day fave is called Motivated Mamas, and that's just simply because I can take any and all motivation I can get.
What do you love about Motivated Mamas?
Well, Motivated Mamas, it really, when I pay attention to it, sometimes I just listen to it when I'm cleaning or in the background, but it really just reminds me of the circle of friends that I hang around, and then specifically the Black Cyber, because George's podcast really just provides a focus towards increasing diversity in cyber, and I'm always about that. So it brings us to our next category, which is podcasts, live stream and video series of the year. So to present this award, please welcome a podcast legend.
Yes.
And my friend, Mr. Stephen Hart.
How y'all doing? So listen, I was in this position as host last year, and so I just love to give it up right now for Ron and Chris, Delisha and Mo. Are they doing a great job? Yes. So listen, being a creator is hard. It is energizing. It can be very, very stressful. And on nights like tonight, it can feel truly rewarding to be appreciated. I'd just like to personally applaud and congratulate all the nominees for your courage, for your determination, for your consistency that it took, right, to get where you are right now. And I encourage you to keep creating. Whether you win tonight or not, you're all winners. Here are the nominees for podcast, live stream, or video series of the year.
The nominees for podcast, live stream, or video series of the year: Beyond Coding Podcast by Patrick Akil, The Hacker Factory by Philip Wiley, The Cyberplanes Podcast by Meryl Vernon, Erica Eakins, and Amber DeVilbiss, Security Weekly by Paul Asadourian and Larry Pesci, Blueprint by John Hubbard.
And the community winner is The Hacker Factory, The Philip Wiley Show.
Excuse me. I didn't have anything prepared for this. It was just an honor to be here. I didn't expect with all the competition that I would get this, but an honor to be among these people that was in the running for this. I mean, Paul's Security Weekly, that was one of the very first podcasts that I listened to in cybersecurity wise. Podcasts have been a big thing for me over the years. Originally, it was more related to fitness and nutrition because I'm a powerlifter and really into that. But podcasting was an extension of me to give to the community to help people. Because I started teaching back in January 2018, I taught pen testing, web app pen testing. And one of the things I learned from my students, I would each semester kind of share my story, some of the stories from some of the pen tests that I've done. And the students come up and say, yeah, we really love the stories. That's what our favorite thing. Could you bring in some of your friends from the community to share their stories? So I brought in TinkerSec from Dallas Hackers Association. He came in and spoke. And when I got into pen test, I got into podcasting, which January will make 4 years I've been a podcaster. Originally podcasted with Alyssa Miller and Chloe Mistagi. That was awesome. The three of us, some people think I'm busy, but they're like a lot busier than I am. Trying to manage the schedule of three people along with our guests got to be impossible. So we barely lasted about a year, and ITSP Magazine come up and said, you guys want to do your own separate podcast. So I started the Hacker Factory, and one of the things that I love about it is the people it's reaching. Some of the stories I share, because that whole thing, back to my students wanting to hear that story. These stories are motivating. It helps others encourage people. I've had people on like Dave Kennedy that's here tonight, Meryl Vernon, and a lot more people, a lot of people that are well-known like that, and people that are not so well-known. And people ask me why I keep doing this. One of the stories I like to share and why I keep doing this was back during Hack SpaceCon this year in April. There was a couple came to this conference because I was teaching a workshop. They came there specifically from Louisiana to see my workshop. So we met and we spoke. And when the husband walked away, the wife said, thank you for doing your podcast. There's times I can't motivate him that your podcast does. He was a construction engineer going to school for cybersecurity. And there was times it was really difficult to, he was a family man, kids, a wife, a family to support, and it kept pushing. So to see these people that's helping is amazing. And shout out to the folks in India. That's my second biggest audience is India. So thanks everyone for the award. Thanks for the community, and thanks for my local community back in DFW. They've been very supportive. Dallas Hackers Association, DC 214, my group DC 940, and the North Texas ISSA. Thank you.
And the committee winner is the Cyber Queens podcast.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. Wow. We were, just like everyone else, not expecting. We were like, God, there's such a chance. When we set out to start the Cyber Queens just a little over a year and a half ago, we had no idea what it would become. We were just women with a point of view, and we thought that point of view needed a voice. And we firmly believe that it's up to those of us, especially for women and LGBTQIA+ minorities, to see it to be it, right? You need to know the women who came before are here to help the women who come after. And that was the mission we sought to fulfill. We had no idea it would resonate with as many people as it resonated with, but we have so enjoyed serving our community, and we thank all of our listeners, our supporters, our guests who have lent us their credibility and their voice to help amplify ours. This is really not just a win for a small women-led podcast in cyber, which is like unheard of, right? When they brought it to me, I was like, women in cyber podcasts. I was like, yeah, but what makes us different? What makes us special? What mission are we serving? And we didn't just set out to talk about whatever. We set out with a strategy. And so everyone's like, gosh, you're so lucky. And we're like, we're not lucky. We as women engineered this. We engineered this to be a possibility. And it just shows that
a newbie podcast we started a year and a half ago. Doesn't matter who you are or where you come from, you can engineer this success for yourself. You can replicate these things. You can be successful practitioners in cyber. And that's a beautiful message. So we thank our companies who let us do this. We thank all of our supporters and listeners. And gosh, we're just...
And thank you to our current volunteers. We love all of
and our
you.
volunteers who keep Cyber Queens going, because we have a dozen of them. We love them all. So
yeah. And I would like to add, it's not only for practitioners. I've been on the sales side for almost 15 years, so you can do anything in cyber.
Yeah, that's what we're here to show you.
That's what we're here to show you.
Thank
you so much.
What sounds better than cyber and queen, right? Like, it's given. I'm feeling all of that. So they say teamwork makes the dream work.
That's kind of like us, right? I'm like Kobe and Shaq. Maybe we're Steph and Clay. Or we're Jordan and Pippen of cybersecurity.
Exactly. They have the wrong lines here. I'm so sorry. Can you get, can oh, okay, did we skip it? They gave me the wrong cue cards. Ron, sorry to steal your light.
I was hoping they were going to keep on going. I was like, all right, cool. My job is done.
But you know what's amazing about tonight is the energy, the vibe, the awards, the love that everybody has for the award winners, for the community, and for each other. What makes nights like this special is how bright it feels. The stars are out, not only outside in the skies, but here in this room. And that's going to be our next award, is the Rising Star of the Year. And to present this award, we have Rob Lee. Give him a round of applause.
Hi, everyone. This is my favorite category by far. The Rising Star category highlights those who are new to the cybersecurity community, those emerging talents that are consistently giving back to the community, and sharing every single day of their lives saying, I could possibly move forward the overall future of this community. Rising Stars was every single one of us, and is every single one of us that is sitting in this room. So without further ado, the nominees are.
The nominees for Rising Star: Day Johnson, Dimple Gajra, Jasmine Suarez, Johnny Johnson, Zinette Kamal.
And the community winner is Dimple Gajra.
So I was not prepared for this. I was not expecting. Thank you so much, everyone. My mom, my partner who is here with me. And, no words. Thank you to my mentors who have supported me throughout. Nikki, Faith, they are not here with me. But yes, and thank you to SANS, AK Media, Hacker Valley Studio for organizing this. And
All right, without further ado, the committee winner is Jasmine Suarez.
Thank you, everyone, for my award. Most people don't know that I spent most of my cyber career in a cancer hospital, and this is my first holiday able to be free from that. So I want to thank everybody for just seeing me in spite of everything. I became an amputee during the beginning of my cyber career, and I thought I'd have to give it all away. And I want to thank my team at the Ohio State University James Cancer Hospital and Zoloft Research Center for saving my life. And when I thought I'd have to give up grad school, I just graduated with my master's last month. When I thought I couldn't, when I thought I wouldn't be able to code or do anything cyber related, they pushed me and they didn't let me leave the hospital on my 9-hour days without trying. And we all celebrated together. And when you believe in people and you reach out to them and you just support them, you never know what people are going through. I hid my cancer so well when I started my career. And I just thank everybody. I want to thank my mom, my nephew, my family, especially all of the Black women in cyber that pulled in for me and showed me that I can be here. I also want to thank my team at the FDIC, where I left, that pulled me up, encouraged me, walked me through my amputation at the cancer hospital, my whole experience. And they pushed me to go into the Senate this year, going to Senate Homeland, doing things that I never thought I'd be able to do. I want to thank Chairman Gary Peters, Senator Peters, Jeff Rockland, Chris Mulkins, the whole Homeland Cyber team. I want to thank my mentor, Angelica Dortch, for every single week. This woman empowers me. She takes time out of her day to see me and help me rise. And I just want to thank my new team for their support as we help advise the cyber director. And I never thought I'd go from being a flight attendant 3 years ago, studying in the back of the plane, all of the pilots and flight attendants that were my family at that time, helping me get to the overnights to study on the back of the planes in the airport crew vans. And I never thought that the prize would be here today doing that. And it means so much. And there's so many people like me just trying. And when you give people a chance, you can do great things. I never thought I'd be writing cybersecurity policy, and here we are. And I also want to thank Secretary Austin, and I want to thank former National Cyber Director Kimber Walden I have their pictures saved in my home, actually, bringing work home, and showing me that I have to stand on big business as I keep going forward, but we can reach such great heights and do great and wonderful things for our nation. And now doing cybersecurity workforce matters, supporting and leading and following in their path. I just thank them so much for being brave, because this work takes a lot of bravery and a lot of courage to speak up and be who you are every single day. And I thank everybody for allowing me to show up who I am, making accommodations for me, not writing me off just because I look different or I am different now, because I'm still Jazz. So thank you, and thank you.
That was beautiful.
Yes, thank you so much. I just wanted to acknowledge, y'all knew that was planned, right?
Yeah, we planned that. Yeah, like we planned to come up and go down the steps. We're gonna run it back. We're gonna run it back.
Yes.
So they say teamwork makes the dream work, right, D?
Of course. Look at us. We're like Kobe and Shaq, Stephen Clay, the Jordan and Pippen of cybersecurity.
Period.
Yes.
Now, would you say these nominees are going for the dream team of the year?
I would definitely say so. I hope the crowd agrees.
For sure, because for me, it's giving Jokic, Murray, Aaron Gordon, 2023 Denver Nuggets championship vibes. Turn up Denver, Colorado. Hey, kids. Now, these folks are up for Team of the Year. Each of these teams exude passion, collaboration, and empathy.
Yes, and with that, for the Team of Practitioner of the Year category, we have an amazing individual who knows a thing or two about teams. Please welcome Anne-Marie Zedemeyer.
it's a pleasure to be here. Y'all having fun? I said, are y'all having fun? You know, this group of nominees is here because they have done extraordinary work. And I believe that hard work is never lost. You know, when you're at the grind every day, it can feel like you're not making a difference. It can feel like you're working hard against something that is just never going to end. Like you're in a Seinfeld episode and you're Newman. Now, if you know me, I know I date myself. Okay. But see, hard work is never lost, and the work that you do ripples. And this team of individuals and a group of people, your work ripples, and it makes a difference to people that you don't even know, you don't even see, you won't even necessarily meet, but yet they remember you and what you've done. And so I'm honored to present this year's group of nominees for the Team or Practitioner of the Year for extraordinary work.
The nominees for Team or Practitioner of the Year: Amberine Siraj, Cyber Defenders Team; Molly McLean Sterling Security Culture Team; Proofpoint Threat Research Team; the KC7 Team.
Okay. And the winners are, for the community winner, the Cyber Defenders Team. They're not here tonight, but they're here by video.
Hi everyone, I'm Muhammad, a co-founder of Cyber Defenders, a platform dedicated to hands-on cybersecurity training. First up, a huge shout out to my team. You guys are incredible. Your dedication, smarts, and teamwork are what brought us here today. And this award is all about how awesome we are together. I couldn't be prouder. Moving on, I would also like to acknowledge our peers in the industry. Josh from Security Blue Team, Ben from Try Hack Me, and Harris and Aris from Hack the Box. Your work is impressive and it's been a great journey having you in the field. Your contributions to the security training landscape are unquestionable. Next, a big thank you to our lovely community members. For real, you guys are the core of what we do at Cyber Defenders. Your support and input have been invaluable in shaping our path. Thank you for being with us every step of the way. Finally, a huge thank you to the SANS Institute. My journey with SANS started back in 2008 with my first SANS certification, leading up to the GSE, GIAC Security Expert certification. The fact that some people may not know is that Cyber Defenders was actually inspired by my experience in the GIAC GSE exam experience, with its hands-on nature, attention to detail, and high-quality training, providing a substantial value with less hype. I regret that I can't be there with you today due to a scheduled trip. A big thank you again to the SANS Institute for this honor, and congratulations to everyone who is making a difference in our field. Thank you all for this incredible honor.
And the committee winner is the KC7 Team.
Wow, thank you so much. In the last year alone, we've been able to teach cybersecurity and bring the love of cybersecurity defense to over 3,000 people from elementary school, middle school, high school, college, transitioning professionals. But the truth is, KC7 has been around for 3 to 4 years. And for 3 and 4 of those years, it was just an idea on my whiteboard. And a lot of the times during those years, people would say, why are you working on this code base? Like, why are you writing this code? Like, aren't there other things that do the things that it does? And I'll tell you a quick story about why it matters to me. Last year in March, we went to the SANS New York Cyber Training Academy. We had over 400 people who wanted to break into cybersecurity, play our cybersecurity game. And the reason it's so important, we think about how easy it is to get into it by just clicking. And we had a gentleman who was a watch repairman. That's what he does for a living. Never worked in IT or cybersecurity. And he played our game. and he took all the time to go through every module. Since then, this gentleman has done every single module on our platform. That's hundreds and hundreds of hours. And being a watch repairman, he can do a full-on cybersecurity intrusion with lateral movement. Like think about the most gnarly of intrusions you can think of. And someone who has never worked a day in cybersecurity can do that. In August of last year, we ran a cybersecurity camp in Kentucky where we taught 4th through 7th graders in rural Kentucky, kids who came from underserved backgrounds, how to do technical analysis, like talk about like process trees and do attribution, things that people would always tell us are impossible. And that's why it's worth it for us. And I want to shout out to the team that actually makes it happen. Greg Schlomer, Wayman Ho, Erica Peterson, Emily Hacker, Justin Carroll, Danny Reyes, all the people who have put in so much time, all our mentors who have put their time, personal money, and networks to work to bring this training to all those people. Lillian Tang in the crowd, Katie Nichols, who have done so much work to put us where we need to be. And we're so excited to bring more of this work to the community. And we're so thankful to have all your support out here tonight. Thank you so much, everyone.
I've been a student my entire life, and I don't mean being a student in the traditional sense. I've been a student of cybersecurity. I've been a student of storytelling, of filmmaking. But the thing that I've been the student the longest in, honestly, is leadership. Leaders can change a team. They can change an organization. They can change someone's day. And I think as responsible leaders, we have to remember that people are with us every single day, and we can change how they feel when they go home. So I want to bring up 2 outstanding leaders up to the stage to present the Leader of the Year Award. We're bringing up the Director of CISA, Jen Easterly, and the CEO of AKA Identity, William Lin.
Hey, everybody. It is a real privilege to be here alongside my friend Will to celebrate the remarkable achievements of the industry.
Absolutely. Tonight, we recognize those who have demonstrated exemplary leadership, guiding their teams through challenges, innovation and resilience.
And we know that leadership in our industry isn't just about technical skill. It's about inspiring and empowering those around you to achieve collective success.
And our nominees have done just that. Without further ado, let's take a look at the nominees for the Team Leader of the Year Award.
The nominees for Team Leader of the Year: Komi Sergio Hagnaglu, Lori Salvale, Martin Boss, Robert Wood, Tia Hopkins.
And the Community Award goes to Tia Hopkins.
Oh man, you think you're ready, but are you really ever? First, a really important thanks to my man Ron for lowering this microphone, for without him, I'd be reaching for the stars to speak about this award. But no, seriously, I want to acknowledge everyone that was a nominee in this category because I think leadership doesn't really get the acknowledgement it deserves. Leadership is hard, it's frustrating, but it's also incredibly rewarding. Some days you're the pigeon, some days you're the statue. But also, I firmly believe that leaders can only be as great as the people willing to follow them and support them. So for me, this really goes out to everyone that believed in me, like my company, eCentire, for supporting my crazy ideas and saying, we need to do things differently in the industry. How can we say the industry is changing every day and we're not changing the way we do things? And they're like, yeah, tell us what that's But just a few really important things. My mom for telling me that I could be anything I wanted to be when I grew up and meaning it, and making sure I remembered it and supporting me in my decisions, whether they were good, bad, whatever. She got after me when she needed to, but she really pushed me. I want to thank my partner, Vanessa, for propping me up and putting up with me on nights where I should be going to bed and I'm just on the grind because I got to do it for the people, just 2 more hours. Because leaders can't do it alone. And I'll end with saying this award is really interesting to me because I ran from leadership for a really long time. I was like, no, I'm good over here doing my thing behind the keyboard, save the world. I am good. But I got to a point that I felt like I was doing a disservice to the industry if I didn't speak my truth and share my vision and have the conversations that needed to be had, especially being packaged up the way that I am and being my authentic self everywhere I go. I think that is really it's really important. And so now that I'm in a leadership role, people ask, well, why do you do it if you didn't want to do it? And it really is because it's important to me for those that don't believe that they can see that if I was able to do it, so can they. So I'll leave you with, I'm trying to be out here like the Bruno Mars of cybersecurity and really leaving the door open for everyone.
All right, I'm now honored to announce that the committee winner for this year's Team Leader of the Award goes to Robert Wood.
All right, now we're gonna raise this guy back up. So this is like the most Instagram versus reality thing you're gonna see probably all week. I definitely am not vibing on like that. So I really should not. So I'm the CISO at Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, and I've struggled a lot with imposter syndrome throughout my time there, leading up to my time there. And it's this feeling like I shouldn't be in that position. I shouldn't be leading a $1 trillion organization through their cybersecurity program. Because what have I done? I've done a lot of pen tests. I've hacked into stuff. I've social engineered people. I've done a lot of behind the keyboards work, like many of the amazing people here. And and then before that, I worked at startups. Like I have not had this amazing enterprise experience like some of the mentors that have helped me get to where I am today. People like Jim Routh, people like John Stephen, people like, like those two individuals have helped me immensely in thinking through my leadership style and my technical approach to things. And one of the things that I'm so grateful for in being where I'm at is the people who decided to take a risk on me. And I think that's part of the amazing thing of leadership is it's this economy of risk taking and mutual trust. It's the teams that opt in to trust you and follow you in the crazy ideas and the directions that you want to go when you're trying to disrupt the status quo, which, how many times have you heard the government being known for being innovative or being change makers? Like it's not what we do. The government is known for the DMV line. Like that's what the government is known for. And so like the people who decide to kind of walk out on a limb with you, like that's amazing. It's the leaders, people like the CIO at CMS who decided to take a risk on this startup guy who was like this young buck startup guy to come in and be a change maker within the agency. To my beautiful and amazing wife for supporting me in like stepping away from these fancy tech jobs to go work for the government, which is definitely known for its amazing pay. And
Yeah, and just like the incredible support system that you get with this economy of mutual trust and risk taking and such. It's like that is what makes change able to happen. It's not some brilliant, whiz behind a keyboard just kind of pushing things forward. It's not one person, it's this community of people. And so I'm very, very grateful to my whole community who have opted to take a risk on me, opted to follow me, opted to support me into where I am today. And yeah, I'm very, very grateful. Thank you.
All right, let's give another round of applause for all of the nominees and winners. It has been a beautiful night. I was over there. I'm not sure if y'all saw, I cried twice tonight. Maybe there's one more cry in me because we do have one final award. And this award is very important. It's very important because we give our hard work, blood, sweat, and tears to this industry and also our profession. And this next award is the Lifetime Achievement Award. To present this remarkable award, we're gonna bring back two award presenters, Director Jen Easterly and Will Lin. Thank you.
All right. I know we have multiple Lifetime Achievement winners in the state here today as well. Thank you for coming back as well. I'm honored to present and to introduce the nominees for our Lifetime Achievement Award.
The nominees for Lifetime Achievement Award: Craig Newmark, Kevin Mitnick, Lisa Ventura, Ron Gula.
And the winner of the Community Award goes to Kevin Mitnick.
So I'm obviously not Kevin Mitnick. However, unfortunately, Kevin passed away this year from pancreatic cancer. And giving up in this talk, I was actually the most nervous I think I've ever been in my entire life. And I was actually just talking to Kimberly Mitnick, who has Kevin's unborn baby, Morty. She's 9 months pregnant and couldn't be here today. Kevin obviously is here shining today. And I actually wrote notes, which I never do. I've never written notes in my entire life, but I felt it was important today to represent Kevin and who he was. Funny story about Kevin. We always had this inside joke. Kevin and I were best friends starting back in 2010. And he sent me a direct message. And I've known Kevin since I was a kid. I saw, the most notorious hacker in the world, FBI's most wanted list and everything. And he obviously corrected that and became very good at what he did. But Kevin and I had this joke, which was I'd always send him via Signal. I'd send him XOXO, hugs and kisses. And he'd always say, just the hugs, please. Or oh. And every time I'd go see him, I'd be like, let's go, man. He'd be like, no, just the hugs, just confirming. So we always had this hug and kiss thing going on, which Kimberly was always jealous of. But when I met Kevin in 2010, to know the type of person Kevin was, his persona, Kevin Mitnick, all this other stuff, he was just Kev. Kev said to me the very first time, he's like, hey, man, just want to let you know that the Social Engineer Toolkit's pretty incredible and I love it. Didn't want anything, wasn't asking for anything. He just wanted to let me know that I was doing good work. And coming from somebody like Kevin, a staple in this industry, somebody that forged social engineering and what we know as of today, Kevin was that guy and he never disappointed. I have so many stories, but so many of them are funny. He told me the story of Alias, where he was a sub in Alias, the TV show Alias with Jennifer Garner. And he wasn't allowed to use a real laptop because he was still under federal order not to use a laptop because they thought he could break into nuclear missile codes and things like that just by, whistling some codes over the phone. And, that's the type of guy Kevin's reputation was. But Kevin was the most kind-hearted person ever. And the reason why he reached out to me is because Kevin had an obsession, and that was cybersecurity. If you knew Kevin was on an engagement. Let's just say if you're in consulting, you know that you have 40 hours of an engagement. Kevin would spend 1,000 if he had to because he wanted to break into everything because that's what he loved to do. I'd get a call at 2 o'clock in the morning. So Kevin and I would always go toe to toe, hacking, various companies we work together. And, I'd tap out at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'd get super far, but I wouldn't get all the way. And then I'd get a call at 3 o'clock in the morning, waking up. He's like, "Hey, I got in." I'm like, "Damn it, you beat me again." And that was Kevin. He was persistent. He was obsessed. And he wanted to be surrounded by other people that had that same obsession because he loved cybersecurity. He loved this industry. He wanted to help others. He wanted to make things better. And, I have so many stories here to go through, but his obsession was everything to him, and his friends were everything to him. He called me up when I was in Vegas for DEF CON, and he said, "Hey, do you want to go to Aerosmith?" I'm like, "Sure, man, let's go. Let's go hang out." Didn't tell me that he had the same backstage passes as the band. So I'm hanging out with the entire band of Aerosmith. It's just us, Kevin, and Aerosmith. I'm like, "What the hell is going on, dude?" He's like, "I just wanted to see how you'd react." I'm like, "Are you serious?" Another time I called him up randomly, didn't tell him anything at DEF CON in front of 4,000 people. And I said, "Hey, I have a customer that gave us approval. Let's live social engineer in front of 4,000 people." He's like, "Cool, let's do it." And he did it. And we got a shell in front of 4,000 people at DEF CON, with him just social engineering, me doing the technical work in the background. 2 weeks before he passed, Kevin asked me, "Hey, where's that hard drive? I'm trying to crack some passwords." He wanted me to send him a password list that we had over there. He just never stopped, even until his very last day, caring about security. The last thing I want to close with is Kevin was very, very faithful in his Jewish faith. And I had one of my buddies, Amit Serper, give me a passage that I wanted to read in Jewish, in Hebrew. And it's Beth Makan, Shahin, Anasim, Hishtadal, Lahi, Yatish. I practiced that like 4 times and I totally messed that up. But in the Mishnah, Hillel declares, "In a place where there are no men, strive to be that man." And in today's society, men and women, we stand up when there's no one there to take the place of doing good in this world. And Kevin saw that in people, and he focused on mentoring everybody else here. And if you look at the DMA awards, the people that are up here are people that are mentoring others, that are forging new paths for other people. They're teaching other people because they care about this industry. And that was Kevin Mitnick. The last thing I want to impart on you is that Ronald Reagan once said, and I'm a Marine, so I can say this, that Marines, some people go their entire lives wondering whether or not they made a difference in this world. Marines don't have that problem. Kevin Mitnick did not have that problem. And Kimberly and his unborn son, Morty, soon to be born, I can't wait to hire him as the next future hacker in Trusted Sec. But I know Kevin would be shining down today looking at you saying, "Thank you for accepting me into this community and for everything you've done in this world." He was such an incredible human being. He is sorely missed every single day. And I will miss him as a best friend. So thank you all very much. Let's accept this for him.
That's awesome, Dave. Okay, the Lifetime Achievement Award, not just a recognition of professional success, it really celebrates dedication and innovation and a lifelong commitment to advancing in our field. And tonight we honor someone whose career has been outstanding in its achievements and inspirational in its impact. So I'm honored to announce the Lifetime Award for the committee goes to Ron Gula.
Wow. Dave, great job honoring Kevin. That was one more applause for Kevin and Dave. That was great. Thank you so much. I want to thank my wife, Cindy Gula, my sons, RJ and Andrew, who we're very proud of, couldn't be here tonight and chose not to go into the field of cybersecurity. So I guess we're failures as parents. So I do want to thank everybody I work with at the National Security Agency, which of course sets you up as a career as a venture capitalist in cyber, of course. My team at Network Security Wizards, the team at Tenable. I actually went to a retirement ceremony last night for our accountant who was employee number 5 at Tenable, and it was just great to see that. And I want to thank SANS. Now, if you ever found a company, you might think you're not good enough to go exhibit at a SANS. And my wife and I had this conversation several times. Are we ready to go out there and do that? SANS deserves a lot of recognition in our industry as a motivating factor, not only for cyber policy, but for innovation and that sort of thing. And more than once, we went to a conference met customers, and it really made the companies that we did with. I also want to thank Alan Powler, who of course isn't with us today, but he helped a lot when we were doing Tenable, as Stephen Northcutt did, Tony Sager, those kind of folks, and it was good stuff. Now that all set us up to do Gula Tech Adventures. We've been lucky enough to give back to the community, invest in companies like Trinity Cyber, Huntress, Bryson Board Scythe, and of course the Gula Tech Foundation. We've been blessed enough to kind of share the good fortune that's come to the Gulas with a lot of nonprofits, folks like Empower, folks like ICS Village, folks like Shadow Server, folks like Girl Security. We're going to keep on doing it. So I also want to apologize to Rob Lee, who I was buying beer at the bar and I didn't recognize him because he was lost so much weight was going on. So again, thank you very much. Enjoy the evening. Thank you.
So I got to be completely honest with you all. Honestly, the DMA's night isn't just like one of my favorite nights of the year. It's honestly one of my favorite nights of my entire life. And I got to say, let's give a hand to all the nominees. Let's give a hand to all the winners. And I honestly wish I could say that we all just rolled out of bed and all this was here, but there's a lot of planning that goes into making this night special for everyone. I want to thank the SANS team. They have been crucial to this entire component. They put all of this stuff together. Let's give a hand to the SANS team. Special shout out to Jessica, MVP on the SANS team. I can't forget the Hacker Valley team. Obviously, we've been in this the whole time. MVP on the Hacker Valley team, Emily. Thank you so much to the sponsors, AKA Identity, for making this happen. And also Trusted Sec. But then I want to thank everyone in this room. Every single person in this room is a difference maker. It might not always be visible, but your actions make ripples.
As we wrap up the night, I wanted to re-highlight what it really means to be a difference maker. It means to make a positive impact. It could be a small impact. It could be a big impact. It could be anything, just being kind and courteous to each other. You never know how big that impact is going to be for someone else.
Yes. And just as I said last year, Jasmine, I see you. Tia, I see you. Zanette, I see you. Donnie, I see you. Those out there, I see you. Everyone in this audience, I see you. And last but not least, we all see you.
We all see you. So get excited, folks, for next year's show. Like always, we're bringing it back. We're bringing it bigger. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. Just remember, just keep making a difference. Be sure to hang around for the closing reception, which is happening right after this, right behind us. Thank you all, and I see you all in 2024.
Thank you all.